Thank you po.
Salamat sa good gentleman mula sa Pampanga at Tarlac. Majority Leader.
Yes, Madam President. Last to interpolate is Senator Robin Hood Padilla. I move that he be recognized.
The good gentleman from Camarines Norte and BARM is recognized para interpellate ang sponsor sa budget ng Department of Justice.
Maraming salamat
Senator
po,
Padilla.
Ginang Pangulo, at sa ating pinunong mayorya. Maiksi lang po ito. Pwede po bang makasagot ang ating sponsor sa
Opo,
ilang
malaking
katanungan?
karangalan po para sa aking na masagot ko po yung inyong mga katanungan.
Maraming salamat po. Kanina po, narinig ko po ang ating mahal na kasama, Senadora Risa Hontiveros, sa kanya pong pahayag patungkol po sa naging desisyon kay dating Mayor Alice Guo. Gusto ko lang pong malaman kung magkakaroon po ba ng extradition sa kanya dahil napatunayan po ba na siya ba ay isang hindi Pilipino at siya ay isang Chino?
Pakagandang tanong ho yan. In fact, marami nagtatanong ho yan na mga kababayan ho natin dahil na-revoke na ho yung kanyang birth certificate o na-cancela, sorry, yung kanyang birth certificate. Na-revoke na rin yung kanyang passport, hindi na ho siya Pilipino. Pero meron ho siyang kaso dito sa atin, kahapon lumabas nga ho yung qualified human trafficking sentence ho niya. Kaya dito niya isa-serve yung sentence niya. No? Pero dahil yung sentence niya ay lifetime, no? So ibig sabihin panghabang buhay ho siya dito mananatili. No? Pero hindi ho siya Pilipino in that case.
Wala pong pag-asa dahil ako po nung namulungan, marami po akong nakasama ng mga foreigner. Opo, meron po dyan ay kaso din ay habang buhay. Opo, pero inaayos po nung embassy nila hanggang sa dumating ng mga panahon na padala din sa kanilang bansa. Yan po ba final na po yan na hindi talaga maipapadala?
Well, qualified ho siya sa yung tinatawag nating GCTA, yung good conduct time allowance. No? So kung I'm sure alam niyo ho ito.
Opo.
I'm sure pumasa kayo
Produkto po ako niyan.
I'm sure pumasa ho kayo ng GCTA.
Mabait po ako mabait.
Kasi nandito na kayo. So I'm sure produkto kayo ng GCTA. So
baka
qualified
nandito
rin
pa
siya.
yung mga parole officer ko baka nandito pa.
At least alam nila na good conduct ho talaga pinapakita niyo. So qualified ho siya. Potential na umiksi ho yung kanyang sentensya dahil kung nagpakita siya ng maayos na maayos na pag-uugali, pwede hong umiksi. Doon lang ang pwedeng masabi nating madideport ho siya. No?
Okay.
At that time.
So kailangan po siyang mag-serve ng time.
Yes, kailangan ho mag-serve dito sa ating bansa.
Opo.
Kasi dito po nangyari yung krimen.
Okay. Ito naman pong susunod ko ay manifestation lang po ito. Tapos na po yun, okay na po, nasagot nyo na po. Ito lang po, manifestation lang po ito, maiksi lang po ito. Noong June 2025 po, ang Hungary ay umalis po sa ICC. Sa kadahilan ng ayaw po nilang arestuhin si Benjamin Netanyahu, ang Prime Minister po ng Israel. Dumating po doon, hindi nila inaresto, wala naman pong nagawa ang ICC, kundi magreklamo sa EU, ba't ginawa yun ng Hungary, gano'n. Sa akin pong manifestasyon, kung kaya pong gawin ng Hungary na baliwalain ang ICC, sana po dumating ang panahon ng ating inang bayan ay proteksyonan po. Isipin niyo po, si Netanyahu ay hindi po yan Hungarian. Sana po dumating ang panahon na maproteksyonan din po natin yung mga kababayan natin na inaakasuhan ng ICC. Wala naman po akong tanong, manifestation lang po yun na sana ay magandang halimbawa po sa atin ang Hungary. Yun lamang po, maraming salamat po.
Thank you doon sa manifestation, Senator Robin. Maraming salamat po.
Salamat po, Senator Padilla. Majority Leader.
Yes, Madam President. Senator Erwin Tulfo will no longer interpolate but would like to insert into the records his manifestation of support for the DOJ's budget.
So inserted.
There being no other reservation of interpellation, I move to close the period of interpellation on the budget of the Department of Justice and its attached agencies, the Office of the Secretary, Bureau of Corrections, Bureau of Immigration, Land Registration Authority, National Bureau of Investigation, Office of the Government Corporate Counsel, Office of the Solicitor General, Parole and Probation Administration, Presidential Commission on Good Government, Public Attorney's Office, Office for the Alternative Dispute Resolution. And the same be deemed submitted to the body's consideration.
There is a motion by the Majority Leader to close the period of interpellation and to deem submitted the budget of the Department of Justice and the enumerated attached agencies. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved. Congratulations sa DOJ.
Thank you, Madam President. Madam President, before we move on to the next agency, department, we will take a lunch break of 30 minutes, so we'll be back at 1:30. Department of Tourism and its attached agencies, the Tourism Motions Board, the Office of the Secretary, Intramuros Administration, National Parks Development Committee, Philippine Commission on Sports and Scuba Diving, and the attached corporations that are also here today, the Tourism Motions Board, Tourism Infrastructure and Enterprise Zone Authority of TIEZA, Duty Free Philippines Corporation, Nayong Filipino Foundation, and the Philippine Retirement Authority. And recognize the sponsor, Senator Laurel Legarda.
All right, any objection? Hearing none, consideration of the budget of the Department of Tourism is in order, and we recognize Senator Laurel Legarda to sponsor the budget. You may proceed.
Under the committee report, the total budget for the DOT stands at 4,158,461,000, representing an increase of 507.247 million from the proposed House General Appropriations Bill. This increase is distributed as follows: Office of the Secretary, 3,637,023,000, an increase of 500 million pesos for branding campaign. Intramuros Administration, 161,341,000, an increase of 6 million for tourism marketing and promotions covering free guided walking tours and cultural performances at Fort Santiago. National Parks Development Committee, 316,806,000, an increase of 1.247 million for the development, beautification, preservation, and maintenance of the Rizal Park and satellite parks, covering the replacement and refurbishment of the Ferdinand Blumentritt bust and its landscape at Rizal Park, Luneta. Philippine Commission on Sports Scuba Diving, 43,291,000 with no changes from the HCAB. The largest adjustment is a 500 million added to the DOT's branding program. This is a deliberate investment to strengthen our competitiveness at a time when tourism contributes trillions to our economy, yet our marketing and branding resources remain far smaller than those of our neighbors. This increase, however, also carries a greater obligation for DOT to show that every element of the branding program is grounded in strategy and subjected to rigorous review and quality control. A larger budget comes with the expectation of higher creative standards and a branding approach that is credible, relevant, and attuned to present realities. Thank you. I'm now ready to accept any and all interpellations.
Mr. President, no member wishes to interpellate, but
Takot kay Legarda.
parang hindi naman mo yata pwedeng madali lang. I'll just ask a few questions if the sponsor would agree to it. Sana lang, I'm just hoping that one question will be also limited to 5 minutes answer, Mr. President.
You may proceed.
Mr. President, first of all, I'd like to manifest my full support for the Department of Tourism's budget for fiscal year 2026. As chairperson of the Senate Committee on Tourism, naniniwala po ako sa mahalagang papel ng tourism sector sa paglago ng ating ekonomiya. Ang bawat turista dumating sa ating bansa ay malaki ang naiambag at nagdadala ng kita, oportunidad at trabaho para sa ating mga kababayan. Tourism has one of the biggest multiplier effects, no, contributed to our economy. For every $100 that comes in, probably only $10 returns, no? $90 are stays in the country. So I'd just like to point out, Mr. President, what the Senate committee did. One of the biggest amendments that we did was for the brand marketing and branding. In the recent years, no, the branding budget was cut, no, from 1 billion, naging 200 million, and then 100 million 2025. But Mr. President, for this year's net income, it was increased to 500 million, and the Senate, through the Senate's amendment to the committee's recommendation, we have increased by another 500 million, so 1 billion na po ang branding and marketing. So that's good news for our Department of Tourism. Mr. President, the rationale being is that panay na tayo, ano ngayon eh, it's all bad news going to the international community, but we're hoping that through proper promotion and promotion of the branding and marketing, we'll be able to counter this, and at least we can still encourage tourists to visit the country. Maganda naman po talaga ang Pilipinas, no? Kulang lang ho talaga sa promotion. And as what the Secretary Frasco said, if you will compare the marketing and branding and promotions budget of our Department of Tourism compared to our ASEAN neighbors, we are a small fraction. No? Probably our sponsor can confirm that compared to our ASEAN neighbors, napakaliit ho talaga ng ating pong budget for promotions and branding.
Much for your questions from a motorcycle riding advocate and from a tourism advocate na hindi po siya nagpupunta sa mga regular na destinasyon kung hindi yung mga malalayo pero magaganda na dapat malaman ng marami. Let me just put on record, Mr. President, in terms of expenditure, inbound tourism spending in 2024 stood at 699.98 billion pesos, up 0.4% from 2023 and already 116.66% recovered compared to pre-pandemic 2019, which is 600 billion. Domestic tourism expenditure surged, tumaas po ng 3.159 trillion in 2024, growing by 16.4% from 2023, and of course, fully recovering from pre-pandemic 100.49% in 2019 levels. Overall, internal tourism expenditure, when you combine inbound and domestic, reached 3.859 trillion pesos in 2024, marking a 13.1% growth from 2023 and surpassing the 2019 levels at 103.08% recovery. In terms of employment, tourism employed 6.75 million workers in 2024, accounting for 13.8% of total employment, with a 6.1% growth from 2023. But if you look at indirect employment, Mr. President, 16.4 million of Filipinos are in the tourism industry. In terms of contribution to GDP, the tourism industry contributed 8.9% to the country's GDP in 2024. Imagine